The question is, was General Ogolla assassinated or was it an accident? I'll give you my answer in the next 2 minutes. But before I give you my answer, I want to tell you two things. One, I have already recorded a video in the second YouTube channel that I started after the main one was hacked. I said that not all politicians who die a political death. And the other thing I want to say before I indulge into it, over 80% of Kenyans have made a decision. Either they have made a decision that Ogolla was assassinated, or they have made a decision that it is an accident. 20% are the people who are going to listen to what I am going to say, or what others are going to say, then conclude from after hearing. But that does not stop me from saying what I believe in. I'm saying so because I believe I am an expert on assassination. As I said, and I've always said, that for someone to be assassinated, he has to undergo something called sandwich operation. Sandwich operation, I think I've talked about it for so long that I need to have a recording, just like I recorded in Operation Musumari. I'll come with a sandwich operation later. Let us put it this way. There are many questions people are asking. One of the questions people are asking is why did General Francis Omondi Ogolla go to those areas and not why didn't the Inspector General go? Why is the National Intelligence whatever go? Why is it whatever? And why is he supervising schools in remote areas? I want to say something. Between 1985 and 87, I was in charge of intelligence in those areas. I was in charge of intelligence roughly from Kainuk to Turkwel Gorge to Chepareria, where we are having a new cement factory, all the way to the border of Elgeyo Marakwet. I also want to say that in 1990, I was the deputy county intelligence boss of Elgeyo Marakwet. I also want to say that the operation that is called Lotr happened in 1984 in West Pokot. I was there. So I want to put all those things, and I want to tell you from the start that from the third minute is that barring all conditions, and I'm going to say everything that even will not please both sides. I know Kenyans, you will not see what I've placed on your side, but you'll try to look at what I've given the other side. I am not Okambo. I am not somebody who is going to give blame to both sides. I'm only going to say how it is and how I know it. Why did Ogolla go there without NIS and whatever? December 1983, General Mulinge, who was the chief of general staff, used to visit us at Nauyapong. Ask anybody in West Pokot about Nauyapong and compare it to Kainuk, Chesegon area. Kainuk, Marichpas, Chesegon area. Nauyapong is 100 times more dangerous. And Mulinge used to come from there, used to come and visit us there. By then, Kaisere was there at Kacheliba. We had Simiyu Werunga. Simiyu Werunga is still alive. We were with him in West Pokot in 83, 84. And Mulinge, when CGS, by nowadays they call it CDF, Mulinge was in that, and he used to come. That is one. Two, there is a question, why was he inspecting schools? Now, what was happening in that general geographical area? We have 3 tribes. To the north, we have Turkanas. Turkanas start from Kainuk, you go all the way towards the east. And it is a straight line parallel to the equator. Now, below that line, towards the west, we have Pokots. Now, Turkanas are to the north, Pokots are to the east, and Marakwet are to the east, Pokots are to the west, and Turkanas are to the north, that geographical area. What the KDF has been doing, and you know KDF is different from NIS, KDF is different from NPS, in that in order to actualize peaceful, you know, it is not just a matter of going there, beating up the Pokots, beating up the Turkanas, beating up the Marakwet, and imposing peace on them. No. Build modern schools in that area. Build modern schools in that area. Build security camps surrounding those schools. You go and build a school, good staff houses, good classroom, good dormitories. Dormitories because those places, parents ni wa kuhamahama. So students have to leave home and stay within the schools. Those schools are built by KDF. So they construct the school, they construct a police camp there, then they bring the police officers there who will guard those students to go there. So he was, when you look at him inspecting schools, don't start imagining at, oh, why is it that nobody is there from the Ministry of Education? No. The National Security and Advisory Committee realized that for these people to be developed, if I have to use that word, have these people have good schools, have good accommodations, have good kitchens and whatever. So the KDF is not doing the education. KDF is building those, constructing those schools, constructing everything. Once they are ready, then the security, who are the police officers, are given a place to stay to guard that. And then the schools, the teachers are given staff houses, the teachers are given school accommodation, the students are. Now that one is not the KDF thing. So he goes down inspecting purely a KDF thing. Well, let us come to choppers. I have always believed, and one day somebody, you know, the problem with the military is that once they do or any other security body, once they do their investigations, the findings are not made public. Those of you who are old, about less than my age, but some are old, you will realize that we had an accident at City Stadium a long time ago. And it is at that time that was realized, apart from the short period that Tonje was the CGS, we have always been having problems with our military aircrafts. Not only military, even the police. How many police choppers are falling? We are so poor in handling aircraft that maybe his death should stir us up so that all the military and security choppers and aeroplanes should be up to date. We have been having that problem, and that is where we should start. You know, once we start looking the other way, we will ignore the important thing. And the important thing is we don't care. The word we don't care, don't take it the way you are. But I'm trying to say that we don't take care of our aircrafts. That is where the problem is. Now, between me and you, I hope you don't tell anybody else. I had a feeling from the word go. that one of the reasons why Ogolla was made the CDF was that there was Mutai. There was Mutai who was the Navy commander. Now Ogolla had 1 year to go. When that 1 year goes, Mutai would have been a lieutenant general, and Mutai would have been the CGS or CDF. But the sudden death of Ogolla, made it that the next CDF was to come from the Navy. So they had to take another Navy general from, we have lieutenant generals in the Navy. We have them in the various colleges and the university for the military, even in the DOD itself. So if there were a plan, and there was a plan, to have Mutai to us the next CDF. But when they planned that, it happened that he has died before Mutai became. So Mutai most likely will not even make it to the Lieutenant General. He's going to retire as a. But in Kenya, we decide first and we look for people who would confirm our suspicion. So that is what I believe happened. Of course, I was not there, but I've been to those places. I know Cheptulel, I know Kokotendwa, I know Seker, I know Masol, I know. So I'm talking of something that I know. I know just the way I know our Oshago in Kabrengu. To the family, to the gallant soldier. Anytime you join the disciplined forces, you don't have to go to Haiti to die. Anytime you join the military forces, you accept death. So he died, and let us not read too much in it at all. He's the only person who has died in office and whatever. After all, we only have one commander-in-chief who has died in office. All others died after office. So let us try to understand things. Let us not treat every death as a political death. No. Ruto had a plan to make Mutai. You can look at what Mapolomoko Mad had written in one of his articles, that Ruto was a chess player who had already arranged such that by the time Mutai becomes the CDF, you cannot complain, but it has ended up with a Kikuyu. Thank you.